So it ends up being a pretty low cost.
What's the mechanism by which it retracts? Now, is it going to be a threaded rod?
No, it folds up on itself just like that other.
Oh, okay, right.
Small jig,
right.
that little one.
Oh,
It's going to be beige like that.
Yeah.
Look and work the same.
Okay. Not bad. The garage door cutter. Hey, it all works.
Well, and that's what I'd say 95% of schools are using.
Right.
Is that same thing. Those are roll-up ones. You always run into problems. Things that roll up right over there. The fold-up ones are pretty much foolproof now.
Interesting. Fun to watch.
Oh, yeah.
It's fun not to.
It's fun watching them lower those sections.
It's fun not having to be part of any of this. How many visits are they talking about? How many visits are they talking about this year for his request? Used to be 6, and then it went to 3.
Baseball? Bouncy? Yeah. We'll have to come by and
40 inches wide and 46 inches long.
Almost get me out this little pocket.
Hey, but I picked up a 6-foot log 18 inches higher.
Really? That's pretty good. That's how North Star took out. That's how they took out our 40-foot spruce.
Oh,
You pushed it over with a bobcat, cut it in half, and carried it off. That was it.
Right, we'll call the working session to order. We will, citizens forum, new, finance review workshop. Are you?
do you want me to give them the updates?
Yeah.
Good evening. We met with Todd at 5:30. He had to get going. He had a couple other meetings going on. But you all have the report with ending on April 30th. I'll just go over the kind of the highlights. Revenue to this point in the year, we're at 71.8% of revenue received. Last year at this time, we were at 75.7. The year before, we were at 68.4. So we're in line in terms of our schedule of receiving our revenues from state, federal, our property taxes, and then local fees. Our expenditures to year to date, we are at 71.3%. Again, everything falling within line in terms of what would be expected. Last year at this point, we were at 71.7%. Expenditures of our budget, and the year before at 73.2. So again, right now we're at 71.3 of our revised budget. The program series, you can look down further on that, the different facilities, etc. But if you go to that second page, that just goes into our food service, community education, and as you can see with food service, revenues to this point are at we've received 72.3% of revenues, and expenditures were at 79.7%. Community education, we're at about 21% of revenues and at 80% of expenditures. But again, with community education, that's one of those pieces where a lot of those funds come right at the end of the year or in the fall following. So overall, with our entire budget, we are within where we expect to be, and this is all updated with the revised budget that was adopted last month. Any questions?
Not for me. Thank you. Board committees, anybody meet with board committees this last couple weeks?
We had meet and confer. I don't remember when. Was that before? That was before this past meeting, right? Yeah. And we met with, what?
Teachers.
No teachers.
AFSCME.
AFSCME. Went well.
6th?
Yeah, thank you. I think that was it for me.
I do think the Health and Safety Committee met. I wasn't able to attend. Scott, were you able to? Yeah, I think you had mentioned about testing.
Yeah, so we met, and Brian Bicklem, he did, each time during the year when he's here, he goes through a number of items from the big list of the things they support. We did find a couple guards and a couple pieces of equipment that needed to be replaced, so nothing major. In terms of our testing cycles, Dale Fuller and I did make up a radon testing cycle for the next 5 years and zoned the school out accordingly, and we'll be starting that. That actually starts next late fall into winter because it's supposed to be done when your school is closed down and doing the heating, so in the wintertime. And then we are also on schedule with our lead testing for our potable water sources. So again, that's all mapped out and the schedule is ready to go. And then we did schedule or put on the calendar our 4 meetings for health and safety for next year.
All right, good, thank you. Any other board committees? No? Or
School Forest, we met briefly on the 11th, and it was a pretty brief meeting. We kind of talked a bit about the hammock garden, discussing what size poles are going to be going in there, help support the hammocks, and but not a lot of action. So,
yep. Okay, and I know we went to, were you going to talk about Big Bog or no? Well, you don't have to. I mean, I went, so with the kids and stuff, so it was a great time, great experience, learned a lot of different stuff. It was just a great thing. I know that there's a lot of people involved in that, so thank you very much to everybody that was involved in that. And I know there was a lot of DNR people there, so it was a good time had by all.
did you climb the flare tower?
I did not. No. But I think there's like 100 and some steps, I guess. So figured that one out. So that was good. So next, Superintendent Scott Fitzsimmons, please.
Student count, so we are still at the same as we were last month, 420 plus 16 pre-K. Construction renovation, if you noticed, the wall, folding wall in the gym did come down today. I think they, as of a little bit ago, they were down to the last section. So that's all done. Ned Lavalla was here this morning and checked in to figure out what he's going to need. He'll be here tomorrow to pre-run electrical. I'll say lucked out because the motor that's in there for the folding wall is a 110 voltage. So, and the new system is as well, so we're going to be able to use the same box and wiring. He only has to run wiring over to the middle where the new motor will go for the curtain. So he'll be here tomorrow to work on that. Curtain and all the components are going to be here on Wednesday, and so the crew is going to be installing it on Wednesday, finishing it up. He's hoping by midday Thursday. And of course, then Lavalla will finish up with the electrical. He'll be popping in and out. They are coordinating. So yeah, so that's going really well. Flooring, I had sent out some updates. We do have flooring scheduled for June 22nd to July 2nd. Windows are looking at July to August, unless something happens on the manufacturing side where we get something sooner. But right now they're saying July to August. Sidewalks, looking at early June. We'll find out more about that on Thursday. On Thursday, there's a pre-construction meeting here where contractors are going to be here. Kraus Anderson's going to be here, so hoping to find out a little bit more on that.
They're going to be on site,
On
right?
site, yep.
And
It's
that's
an
at 4?
No, it's an on-site meeting. I apologize. I'll have to double check. It's at 1 or 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yep.
Are you asking the facilities committee to be there for that, or?
The facilities committee can be if they want to.
Okay.
Yeah. It's really, the meeting is really for Kraus Anderson and the contractors to be on site, look around, go over things. I'll be there and available, of course, to answer questions and talk about any scheduling and confirming how we, make sure we're not stepping on anybody's toes as we're doing stuff. But the way it's looking with our summer schedules and everything, it should work out pretty well. Roof will be, could be as early as June all the way through August. So they'll be working on that as they go. I am also working on, and tomorrow I'll be getting final proofs over with, I apologize, I'm forgetting now the name of the business in town, Piper. So we're just going to use some of the plywood that we're using for floor protection and cut 2x4 pieces and make sandwich boards, and then we're going to get vinyl signs made up that we just staple onto them so we can move them around the site. But we'll have signage out on the county road so people know as they're approaching the school what entrances to use, what's off limits. We're going to have part of the parking lot that will be basically blocked off with signs so that it's exclusive for construction crews and their equipment. And then we'll be, utilizing the north side of the building for pickup and drop off right away, school buses and parents. And then as projects progress, we'll have to kind of shift some things around. But so that's all coming together. Budgeting for FY27. I've got one more department to meet with, and then I'll be meeting with Todd to get the actual district budget put together from there so that we will be on track to have that to the board by the June meeting. And then finally, the superintendent eval. I've provided with you kind of the process paperwork, something we talked about last fall. And here it is. I will add that I did send out an email with a link to our shared folder that's got all the materials in it, including under item number 1 that I don't have typed on here, but is also my original entry plan. So that'll be in there for you to review as well. And so everything's in there. So during our one-to-one meetings here in June, it'll be a great opportunity for you to ask me more questions, ask for more evidence or types of evidence or whatever that might be. So that way when we get to the June board meeting, we're ready to go with that. Any questions for me? Then before I leave, I'll say yes. Again, the big bog, that was great. I got a chance to go out there and see the activities and things that were going on, and really impressed. I love seeing how we use outdoor spaces as part of learning, so that was great. So again, hats off to the School Forest Committee and everybody who helped make that happen. Thank you.
Thank you. Principal Mary Merchant.
All the planning is in place for summer camp for our elementary kids. If you know anybody who wants to help out, though, we could use a couple more adults. We're a little short on that end this year. And then credit recovery will be for grades 6 through 11. Course registration, students have completed everything. Tracy has put all the code numbers in, so my next steps now are to take all the registrations and put them in on Synergy, and then we'll be set for the upcoming school year. And then to piggyback on Big Bog, one of the things, we all know it's great and everything that happens those 2 days, but a huge thank you to Bobby Jo Castle, who you know, I moved her to high school teacher, and she still gets everything organized and people lined up for the elementary to be able to do this. So such a big thank you to her for all the behind the scenes pre-work that she does. And then last day of school, elementary will have an assembly in the auditorium. High school will be in the gymnasium, and elementary, you want to have some high energy, you want to come and join that. Between the music and the huge beach balls, and then I think we are going to try and do at least 50 drawings. So the money we get for PBIS comes from the vending machines, and I feel very strongly about putting that money back into the kids. We don't need to have huge amounts banked in there. And so every time I'm going into some store, I'm looking for clearance items for the kids, and they've already been eyeballing like the huge containers of Cheetos, and we have some fishing rods and bats and balls and just all kinds of great things for the kids for prizes to give out on that day. And then one last plug, I have Craig down for diplomas. Anybody else?
What day is it?
Friday.
This Friday?
This Friday, 6 o'clock.
This Friday, 6 o'clock. I can make it.
Okay. I'll get you both, well, I already have Craig in the program, so we'll get you added, Jerem. Thank you. And that's all I have. Any questions? Okay, thanks.
Thanks, Mary.
Thank you.
Jill Olson, Food Services.
So I gave you guys all the information. We've crossed the 40-cent cost per milk carton from the suppliers, so we're hoping that you guys will approve to increase a single milk purchase to 45 cents. And just to clarify, that's only if students bring a home lunch and they get a milk, then we charge them. Because other than that, their milk comes free with their lunch or breakfast. The only other charge we do is school readiness. There's snack milks. Kindergarten snack milk is reimbursed by MDE, so we don't charge for that. I'm trying to think if there's any other, I guess that would be it. So basically I'm hoping we can do 45 cents, and then we'll just keep it at that until, again, the supplier ups their cost. We're not trying to make money off of anyone, we're just trying to cover our costs. So, do you guys have any questions on that?
Nobody pays cash anymore, right? Everything's...
No, everything's online, or like nothing's at the POS itself, it's
Okay.
all through the offices, yeah.
So 50 cents would be easier, but if
Just
nobody's
wait.
using cash, it doesn't matter.
Next year it'll be 49 cents, and the year
Yep.
after it'll be 50. So just wait.
I try to do 5-cent increments, but
It feels like a year ago we did this, right?
yeah, it was
Yep.
up to 40. I
Yep.
think it was almost a year exactly, so,
Yep.
yeah.
No, so it makes sense why you have to do it, so.
Yeah. But- Okay, thanks.
Thank you. So there's an IT asset disposal and decommission report. And that was for our review. We got it.
It was in the packet.
Yeah.
Bunch of old printers and old computers, it looks like. Are we
End of
giving...
life.
Okay, I know we've got an electronics vendor who just takes it, which is absolutely fantastic. Good job on Billy for finding that, because normally you have to pay to dispose them. Can we or do we give kids the option of taking like laptops or something if anybody wants?
Not that I'm aware of. I know I believe there's those types of programs or opportunities exist. I would have to talk to Mr. Chambers to find out what the parameters are around that between rate and all those other things, and what we can do, if anything.
Because some of those, like, I mean, I get that they're old. I think they looked like they're at least 6 to 10 years old, the laptops. But, I don't know, you could convert them over to Linux. If all you're doing is running internet, they would be totally adequate for that. And if a kid needs a laptop, then, I don't know, I'd rather have a kid have the laptop
Sure.
than just trash it.
I'll check in with them about it. To be honest, I don't know if these laptops are functioning
Okay.
or not, so, but I'll check in with them about it to see if that option does exist, and then we can go ahead and do that.
Okay, just,
All right.
just curious.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, thank you. Anything else? All right, we'll adjourn at 6:17 and be back at 6:45.
I'd be interested in a class in Linux.
It's easier than you think.
I will call the meeting to order.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, need a motion and a second to approve the May 18th, 2026 meeting agenda.
Make the motion.
Motion
I'll
by
second.
Johnson, second by Kay Johnson. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Board presenters, nope. Written communication, nope. Old business. All right, new business. Need a motion and a second to approve the April 23, 2026 special board meeting minutes and the April 27th, 2026 regular board meeting minutes.
Make the motion.
Motion by B. Johnson.
I'll
Second
second.
second by who?
I'll second.
Severs.
By Severs. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. I need a motion and a second to approve the invoices, financial statements, bank reconciliation, wire transfers, and purchase card statements.
Make the motion.
Motion by Severs,
I'll second.
second by Kay Johnson. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Need a motion and a second to approve the appointments of Brian Sather as varsity football coach.
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Kay Johnson, second by Hack. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Need a motion and a second to approve the Interquest Detection Canines contract for the 2026-2027 school year.
Make the motion.
Motion by B. Johnson,
I'll second.
second by Hayes. Any discussion?
Is it the same one that we've done before out of Bemidji? Or were they out of?
No, they're out of New York, no, it's the one we've used for years.
Okay.
And they come 3 times a year.
Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Need a motion and a second to approve the review and second reading of the policies as listed.
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Kay Johnson,
Second.
second by B. Johnson. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Need a motion and a second to approve the increase of the cost of a single milk purchase to 45 cents per carton.
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Severs,
Second.
second by B. Johnson. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Is there any other business? No, we will adjourn at 6:48 PM.
Quick.
All right, thank you, everybody.